Hello and welcome. The presentation before you will briefly discuss a few of the basics regarding the chemistry of intoxication. This presentation has been put together and narrated by your colleagues listed below. The first thing we're going to discuss is what actually is going on in your body when you're drinking. As a drink is consumed, it passes down your esophagus, through the stomach and into the small intestine. The vast majority of alcohol enters the bloodstream through the walls of the small intestine. The bloodstream rapidly transports the alcohol throughout the body where it is absorbed into the tissues in proportion to their water content. How quickly the alcohol is absorbed and metabolized by the liver depends on the alcoholic content of the drink and how much you have eaten. The liver then detoxifies and removes the alcohol from the blood. Only a small amount is excreted through your breath, sweat, or urine. The kidneys direct fluid straight to the bladder, making you urinate excessively, speeding up the overall loss of fluid from the body, causing dehydration. This is one of the biggest culprits in the development of hangovers. Let's talk about the stages of blood alcohol content. Blood alcohol content, abbreviated as BAC, is the percentage of alcohol or ethanol in the bloodstream, most commonly used to measure alcohol intoxication for legal and medical purposes. A blood alcohol content of 0.01 to 0.059 causes relaxation and lowered alertness. There is a slight euphoria and a loss of shyness and inhibition. You may notice a slight loss of coordination, and judgment and concentration are slightly impaired. After blood alcohol content of 0.05, the euphoric buzz will turn into a depressant drunk sensation, and that's when we start to see the dangers of consuming excessive amounts of alcohol. A blood alcohol content of 0.06 to 0.09 causes blunted feelings and extroversion. You'll notice a slight and or significant impairment of balance, speech, vision, and hearing, a loss of good judgment, and impaired reasoning and memory. A blood alcohol content of 0.1 to 0.199 will cause dysphoria. You may appear as a sloppy drunk, and you may appear to have emotional swings and be overexpressive. Blurred vision and slurred speech are common, and your reaction time and gross motor control are very impaired. A blood alcohol content of 0.2 to 0.299. It will cause you to lose one's ability to understand basic words. You'll find yourself in a stupor, and nausea and vomiting are common. Severe motor impairments are common, as is a loss of consciousness and memory blackouts. A blood alcohol content of 0.3 to 0.399 is the beginnings of alcohol poisoning. You will probably be unconscious, and death is possible. Bladder function, as well as breathing and heart rate, are also impaired. A blood alcohol content of anything greater than 0.4, you're looking at the onset of a coma, and there's a very high risk of death. Breathing and heart rate are significantly diminished, if existent at all, at this point. A lot of you out there, especially students, young students, don't know enough about alcohol and its effects, and you have many questions, and we're here to answer some of them for you. No, all alcohol is the same, ethanol or acetyl alcohol. The reason why different alcoholic drinks affect you differently is still a mystery. One theory is that the effects of byproducts of fermentation and distillation, known as congeners, acetone, acetaldehyde, and ethers, are some. Another theory is that mixers such as Coca-Cola, Red Bull, and tonic might have a stronger effect than expected. The body combats the feeling of drowsiness with a major increase in carbohydrates, causing many people to feel hungry when drinking. Vasopressin, an antidiuretic hormone that normally regulates the amount of fluid expelled by the kidney, is blocked by alcohol. This, combined with the fact that your body is trying to get rid of the alcohol, results in constant trips to the bathroom. Low blood glucose levels cause feelings of shakiness, dizziness, and drowsiness, as well as blurred vision and heavy sweating. Although alcohol has the tendency to make people drowsy, it is not recommended. Scientific evidence seems to suggest the dehydration brought on by drinking may cause a decrease in the quality of sleep, which is crucial to maintaining your health. Basically, your brain outright stops making new memories for the amount of time you are blacked out. Alcohol interferes with the making of a compound, glutamate, that carries signals between neurons. At this point, alcohol causes some receptors to work while preventing others from working. The result is that the neurons that create steroids that causes communication problems between the neurons, disrupting a process thought to be necessary for memory and learning called long-term potentiation. Everybody is different, and that means everybody has different metabolism. How one metabolizes is determined by certain enzymes located in DNA that can speed up or slow down how quickly the alcohol goes through a person's system. This isn't the only factor, of course. Common factors include age, height, weight, family history, whether or not you ate beforehand, and use of drugs or prescription medications. If you're on any prescription medicines, your doctor will be able to tell you how that affects your alcohol intake. Example, one drink for one person could equal about 2.5 for another person depending on the stipulations. The brain, liver, and stomach react negatively to a substance known as acetaldehyde. This substance is produced when the liver is metabolizing alcohol and is the cause behind the headache, vomiting, and other feelings of illness when dealing with a hangover. Eat before drinking. Protein slows down the absorption of alcohol. The less food in your stomach, the faster the alcohol gets in your system. Drink a glass of water in between drinks. Water dilutes the amount of alcohol in your blood system, causing the effects to lessen. Stop drinking an hour and a half before bed. Like we said, excess alcohol has been proven to disrupt your quality of sleep. Let the effects wear off a bit before going to sleep. Eat eggs in the morning. The amino acids in eggs help battle the excess acetaldehyde and overall feelings of yuck. Of course there are. Alcohol in moderation can positively affect the body and the brain, according to several scientific studies. One Harvard study showed middle-aged women who drank half an ounce to 1 ounce of alcohol a day were less likely to face chronic illness and memory loss as they aged. Resveratrol found in red wine has also been linked to heart and brain health benefits, according to several other studies. Those studies also state that red wine may slow aging. We hope you enjoyed the presentation, or at the very least gained some important facts. Thank you for watching. Drink responsibly and stay safe.